Brother and Chapter 1. The Monster Under Ant's Bed. Andy's crying dad. I can't get to sleep. I went into the living room and told this to my dad. What's wrong with Anthony? My dad asked. He says there is a monster under his bed, I said. My dad said, Tell Anthony there is no monster under his bed. You tell him that. He won't believe me, I said. Anthony, my dad called. This is your bed. There is no monster under your bed. Now go to sleep. I went back into the bedroom. I said to the aunt, Did you hear what Dad said? Aunt said, How does he know? He didn't look. I said, Do you want me to look? You can look, Aunt said, but you won't see the monster. He hides from big people. I pointed to myself. This is a big person? This is a big person? Get here! I bent down and looked under the bed. All right, monster, I said. Do you see him? Aunt said. I said, This is between me and the monster. You stay out of this. All right, monster. Listen up. Aunt does not want you under his bed. I do not want you under his bed. Get lost. Then a voice said, Boo-hoo-hoo. What's the monster to do? Find another bed, I said. Where? It said. That is your problem. Oh, all right. Boo-hoo-hoo. I'm going by. I got him. Where has gone? He's gone now, I said. Aunt said, Was that really the monster? I sounded like you. Me? Yes, you. Well, what does that matter? I said. He's gone, isn't he? Yes, said. So can you go to sleep now? Yes. Good night, Aunt. Mom, I drew a spider on my homework and came into the kitchen. I did not, he said. He did too. Look. I had done all my spelling words. They were perfect. I went out to play, and I came back and found that a spider on my homework and threw a spider on my homework and said, I did not. My mother looked at me and she looked at the end. She said, Anthony, tell the third, did you draw a spider on your brother's homework? And said, No, I did not. He did too. Look, I held out the paper. My mother looked at the blank lines. She looked at the end. She said, Anthony does not lie. If he says he did not draw a spider on your homework, then he did not draw a spider on your homework. I stomped out of the room and came to. I said, I am not talking to you. You drew the spider, and you know it. I did not. Liar. No, give me the paper, and I'll show you. And took my homework paper. He turned around. He said, See, it is a dog. You were looking at it upside down. It is not a spider. It is a dog lying on his back. A what? A dog on his back. Here are his 4 legs. A spider has more legs than that. Here is his tail. A spider had no tail, so I did not draw a spider on your homework. I looked at the paper. I got ready to yell, Mom, I drew an upside-down dog on my homework. And stopped me. He said, You should have known. If it was not a spider. You were the most smartest brother in the world. Look at all this work that you wrote. I took my pencil on the bottom of the page. I wrote a note to my teacher. The words are by me. The upside down dog is by the ant. And said, Read me the story. I nodded to read. I said, Okay, and sat down by me. I opened the book and began to read. Once upon a time there were 3 little pigs. And said up. He said, No, that is not right. It's pigs. 3 little pigs. Say figs. I am easy to get wrong with. I said, Figs. The ant ran back. He said, Now read the story. I read. Once upon a time, there were 3 little bananas. And said, no, don't do that. Leave the story light. It's figs. Look at the picture. There's a fig. There's a fig. There's a fig. 3 figs. Oh, all right. Figs. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. And said quickly, who is reading this? You, me? I asked. You are, and said, but you have to say figs. And you have to let me read. Once upon a time there were 3 little. I stopped and waited. The ant waited to finally he said, this is your last chance. If you don't say figs, I'm leaving. I said, oh, all right. Once upon a time there were 3 little pigs. Ant got down from the chair. I said, where are you going, Ant? I really didn't write it. I said figs. And said, I'm going outside. Why, Anne? I don't like the rest of the story. It has a big bad of it. I said, I could change that, and I could make him a big bad lemon. Or how about big bad watermelon? No, said Anne. I wouldn't know it was a oop. Ant went to the door and opened it. He looked back at me. He said, but thank you for reading to me. You're welcome, Ant, I said. Anytime. Will you write a letter for me? Ant asked. I like to write letters. I said, okay. I got same paper and a pencil and said, are you ready? I nodded and said, the letter starts, Dear Santa. I said, Santa? Santa? It is July. Nobody writes to Santa in July. And said, I do. I said, you don't get it, Aunt. You wait till December. Then you write to Santa. You say, give me this. You say, give me that. If you write in July, he won't remember. Just write the word. And said, all right, I said. Dear Santa, I wrote that. Thank you for last Christmas. I still like my present. I wrote that. Is that it? And I asked, except for the end. How do you want to end it? I said, and said, the user say love and good ending. I said, thank you, said the end. The end. Bye bye.